Have you ever wanted to know about the future, love, dreams, money, sucks and bodies?
Well, then you're in luck because we read tarot cards.
And we do it seriously.
We know we're being funny, but it's real. Real magic.
We used to be an Instagram live show.
And then a live show in front of an audience.
Yay! And now, a podcast.
So sit back, relax, and trust the process.
Welcome to The Tarot Show.
Hi.
Hey.
What's good?
Hey now. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Buzz.
As they say in the villa. I'm Dickie Copeland.
And I'm Hannah Garces.
And hey, welcome to The Tarot Show.
Welcome. It's a beautiful rainy day in Los
Yeah.
Angeles, California. I lost my voice because it was my birthday.
She partied so hard. She partied and she lost her voice, and she doesn't even need to find it again
No,
because it's on an adventure, I think.
she's gone.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for her.
No. I hope she's having a great time.
Did you have a good time at your party?
I really did.
I mean, we sang a bunch of songs.
Mm-hmm.
We drank a bunch of drinks.
Mm-hmm.
We had the fire pit going. It
Oh,
was nice.
it rocked ass.
I loved your I loved your little outfit too.
Yeah, I wore a little Santa dress, leaning into having a December birthday. Just accept it.
You know,
It's Christmas time.
Yeah, and I think too it helps put a little like a little shiny sheen on the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's my memory of it is very sparkly.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Even though I did have a boy locked up in my room at one point. But we can discuss that in our full tarot show we're going to do after this, because this is just a little deep dive on the Ace of Swords card. Basically, we do shows that are where we're actually reading tarot. Those are our full-length shows, and these little deep dive ones, we're going to talk specifically about one card, the symbolism, and sort of what it means upright, reverse, whatever else we've got in our pockets for you guys. And for that reason, we don't have to cleanse the space.
No, we just have to cleanse our body.
Those ragged bodies,
Oh, God.
those road hard bodies that we put away wet with no voices.
Here
All right,
go.
Han. We cleanse our bodies, folks, with a shot from the womb to the tomb. Wow. Tastes like your birthday.
Spicy meatball.
Tastes like December 13th.
Woo! I have the same birthday as, well, I'll talk about that in the big one.
You know what? That's not for this one.
Yeah, that's not really.
We don't have time. We don't have time for that.
This is a scholarly episode.
Yeah. This is a library
This
episode.
is a library episode. Oh, okay. So before we dive in,
Yeah.
we should do blessings and curses.
Oh my God. I must simply blessings. The way I get so excited to do the bell. Blessings.
She has this cute little bell that her sister gave her for your birthday or for Christmas.
Yeah, for my birthday. And it's a little gold bell, and it's got little etchings on it. I do think it's like legit, like amazing.
I think it is magical.
I believe that too. I actually really, it's like Tinkerbell. It's like somewhere like being like, I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm awake. Leave me alone. And then, yeah, I went on a deep dive trying to figure out a sign for curses or like a little sound.
Mm-hmm.
We figured on something. So you're just going to have to stay tuned for that.
Tuned.
But in the meantime, blessings. And do you want to bless first since it was your birthday most recently?
Oh my God, thank you. Okay, I want to bless the coked out angels at Ye Rustic. If you're not from LA, Ye Rustic is I guess it qualifies as a dive bar in Los Feliz. And it has great chicken wings and one of those cozy divey, especially at Christmas, they got all the lights
I was gonna
up.
say they go hard for all the holidays.
They
like
really do.
Halloween, we got spider webs. Like they're like in your hair.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're like ducking through them to get to the bathroom.
Yes.
And
I think Kristen Stewart used to go there all the time.
Yeah, I've
seen her a few.
I saw the main lead singer from the Pussycat Dolls.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yes, I saw her stumble out of there one night, screaming, jump into a little cat, like a little convertible.
Icon.
What a memory. But anyways, yes, a bar we frequent, and every time we go, new waitresses
that are young and hot, and
They're so lithe.
they're so lithe, and they're always friendly, and
Yeah, we do make friends with them.
we always make
And then
friends
every
with them.
time you go, she's gone.
She's gone.
She's with your voice out there in the world, like trying to get by. Oh, I forgot my passport.
Remember one time when it was like, do you want to work here?
Yes.
And we talked about it with our friend Jess. It was three of us like in a big comfy booth. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to start doing cocaine regularly.
Just to get through my side hustle.
What it takes. But you know what? Had she caught me like 5 years earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah, I do think in another universe,
Oh yeah.
you were boots on the ground, let's
Yeah.
say. You were in charge of, I think you were like not like the assistant manager, but you were like the reliable one that was sort of like texting people and being like, hey, are you gonna be
Are
there?
you okay? Or like, I'll hold your hair back while you puke, but I'm
Yes.
gonna run your wings to table 7 because they're grumpy.
As you wear your like little like harness over like a vintage like tee.
Yes.
And you've got like some sort of, the bottoms don't make sense,
Yeah.
but they make all the
make
sense in
sense.
the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Those are angels.
I love those girls.
There, Hannah lights the candle to bless the coked out angels at Ye Rustic. I do. That place is meaningful to me.
It is meaningful to me too. I want some wings.
I want 8-piece extra crispy blue cheese and ranch.
Medium spice.
Medium spice. Let Hannah have all the little carrots and celery. I am going to bless my constant companion, my constant, as they would say in Lost, my electric blanket.
Oh.
You know, can't believe I haven't blessed her before this. She has completely replaced the need for a man for me. The need for a woman, the need for a friend, the need for family, the need. Hey, you're like looking at the blanket.
I want to unplug that bitch.
That little coked out blanket. Yeah, I want to unplug that bitch. I'm like, what happened to her? There's something about being warm these days. I just get under her. Also, too, she's brought me closer to Hunk because Hunk, my first black cat, is notoriously alpha and rude and aloof, but he loves to lie on the electric blanket with me. So it's brought us closer together. And in fact, once in a blue moon, he'll lie on me without the blanket now because he's been trained. But I would also like to bless the first cousin of the electric blanket, the heated seat.
Oh.
The original panty dropper. Finico Dare has heated seats in his little car.
He does?
Yeah. That old Mustang has little heated seats. I love pressing that button and seeing the three little lines, for like the max heat. I just sit there, I'm like, I could stay here and talk to you forever. Anyways, I love them. That's like if you had a perfect date, that would be it's not like a little limousine. It's like a car with little heated seats.
Yeah, that's sassy.
So yeah, I guess I'm blessing warmth.
Yeah. You gotta give it up for warmth.
on a day like today. Yeah. All right. Now for...
Oh, wait, you gotta light your candle.
Oh my God. I need to put the warmth to the warmth. You and I both putting our mics up to it like it's an interview.
I want Flame.
Flame, do you have anything to say?
Wow, no comment.
Wow. Yeah, we got to start recording ourselves with a visual medium.
Yeah, because that was funny.
That was so funny.
Had to be there.
I was there. So was Flame. Okay. On to the scary part.
Okay.
Away from blessings and into
curses.
I don't know if that worked.
We'll find out. I feel like it did. Maybe we both.
Yeah, we're running her in beta mode. Yeah, maybe if we both do it. Okay.
Curses.
It's meant to be like a menacing knock.
Menacing knock.
Like I was like, I think we could do this anywhere, even when we do our live shows. But now I'm not sure if it's working.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
This is a safe space.
This is safe space. Our next show, it's like some crazy like sound button, the organ or whatever. I guess I can curse first.
Yeah, if you want, or I can too. Whatever.
I'll go.
Yeah,
because it is your birthday party related.
Woo!
I'm going to curse mistletoe Because my favorite part of when we send out the invites for your birthday is that we insist that we will be following mistletoe. We will be respecting mistletoe culture and following the mistletoe rules and laws.
Yes.
And we have it everywhere. We even have a little mistletoe.
She's so cute.
In the middle of the house. And nobody's kissing at our parties.
Yeah, it sucks.
And I blame us. I forget to enforce it. Yeah. I literally don't ever say it, you know? Yeah. And we leave them up all year long. And so people just think they're part of the house. They're not like new. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it'll make everyone kiss all year long.
Right.
And instead, no one kisses at any point.
We failed.
I thought we talk such a big game about how we're going to make everybody kiss. We really do. And then 0 people. We have it everywhere in our house. What's wrong with us? We are the pilgrims.
We're the pilgrims that we hate.
We're the pilgrims that we hate. We normalized it so much that no one sees it anymore.
I'm so disappointed in us.
Can you believe? I mean, I thought too when we were like sending that out, I'm like, everyone's prepared. I'm gonna be kissing friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be kissing brothers, sisters. I'm gonna be kissing full strangers. I'm gonna be like, sorry, that's the I respect mistletoe culture.
Yeah.
And instead, look at us, disrespecting.
Criminals.
Pilgrims.
We are criminals, and we're harboring criminals who don't kiss in our home. That's so fun.
Put those boxy shoes on me. I'm a pilgrim.
Put a buckle on my hat. I guess I'm a virgin. This sucks.
Round me up in Roanoke. All right, Han. I know. I've been meaning to talk to you about this. Oh my God. I truly, this was the time. I know. I saved it for the pod to be like, can you fucking believe us? And we're going to do next year on your birthday. We're going to do the same thing.
No, we're not. No, the cycle stops here.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying everyone hold me accountable in this moment. Next year, there's going to be so much kissing. We're going to start a new COVID.
You know what we should do? We should release a notes app that apologizes for not respecting mistletoe culture at our party.
Yeah, because it's not right.
It's not right.
Damn.
Not for me, mate.
Damn. Got our asses. You're so
I know.
right.
Remember I was talking about putting on a stick and stuff and holding it over people?
And we didn't do it.
We didn't do it.
And now you're saying it, and that's so brave.
Thank you. I mean, I feel ashamed.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm down about it.
Yeah.
I'm depressed.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Also, screaming about no kissing and then don't even use the one chance to we could have set somebody up. We have lots of friends that are like, oh, I love to kiss a little person.
Yeah.
And we didn't help them.
No smoochies?
No smoochies.
No smoochies at our house.
God.
Okay.
What a dark day.
That's a dark. It ends now.
Time to drink.
Time to drink to that.
Yeah. Take me away, Bud Light.
All right.
You know where they are kissing?
What?
Rustic.
Oh, yeah. People be kissing at Eat Rustic.
God. All right, Han.
All right. Do you want to blow out your little candle?
I do.
Never again.
It stops.
It stops now. Okay. I want to curse whoever stole my phone a few months ago.
It's time to curse this.
I'm still raw about it.
Okay, tell our beautiful little Christmas elves at home exactly what happened. This is an event that is seared into 2023.
Dude, I got hosed. Okay.
Yeah.
So we went to Europe earlier this year.
We did.
A week before I'm set to go to Europe for a month, I leave my phone in an Uber. Something I've never done before.
Right.
Embarrassing.
That's not your type.
No. I am a mess in so many other ways. Not that way. And then, so I leave my phone in Uber, and it takes forever to I'm not getting a hold of the guy after 2 days. And I'm like, I need a phone.
Yeah.
But it was kind of time. The phone was old anyway.
We were about to go abroad.
Yeah. I had to, so bite the bullet, go to the Verizon store, get a new phone. It's
right.
Okay. But then, of course, after I buy the new phone, the Uber driver's like, hey, I'll drop your phone off. I was like, okay. Great. So yeah, I get my old phone back, but whatever. take my new phone, live my life with my new phone for like a month and a half.
You get acclimated.
I get acclimated. I figure I'll turn in the old one in for a rebate. It's all good in the hood. Later, come home, go for a drink and a dance at Zebulon, another institution.
Yes.
Here in Los Angeles.
The university we frequent.
And I'm just on the dance floor. It's not that crowded. I'm with Fozzie Bear.
You are.
And his roommate, which I don't know if he needs a nickname or not.
Yeah. He's like, let's see, what are they? The Plant Man?
Plant Daddy.
Yeah. Candle Daddy. What's the candelabra's name in
the Phantom or
Beauty and the Beast?
Oh,
Lumiere.
We'll call Samir Lumiere. I just name him. Whatever. Also, this is my friend. Who cares?
Also, it's our friend. Yeah. And I think too, what's great is Samir sounds like Lumiere.
It does.
Yeah. And that is a little bit, he's very be our guest.
Yeah, he's so sweet. Okay. So I'm just dancing. We're dancing on like casual.
Yeah.
And I just checked my phone for the time. I think I just texted you.
You had.
And I'm like, haven't heard back from Dickie. What's going on? Reach into my purse. Phone's not there. Check my pockets. Phone's not there.
Oh.
Look around on the floor. Phone's not there.
Oh, God.
I'm asking Lumiere and Fozzie Bear. I'm like, hey, what's going on? So they take out their phones, flashlights on the ground, and then I look up and I see there's like 3 or 4 other people on the dance floor doing the same thing.
With their flashlights out?
Mm-hmm.
Horror.
Someone fucking got us.
Went through the crowd.
Someone went through the crowd. A team.
Yeah.
Went through the crowd and took all of our fucking phones. And I watched it on like Find My Phone. It ended up in like Covina.
She was on a bit of a walkabout.
And I'm just like, fuck. So it's at Covina. And then I let it go. I like delete the history or whatever. And then I have, luckily I got my old phone back. So now I'm on my old phone, which also is a piece of shit. Doesn't hold a charge, whatever. But then the last thing I'll say about this is I'm getting, because, they want to sell the whole phone.
Right.
And they want you to like, do whatever it takes to divorce it from your like Apple ID or whatever.
Right.
So they can sell it. Otherwise, I have to like strip it for parts or whatever. And so I was getting all these weird texts from like bots and numbers being like, "Hi, if this is Apple support, you need to do this, whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, right. Fuck off." And then it's like, "Okay, I have a gun, and if you don't do this, I will kill you and your whole family." I was getting tons of like crazy texts, and also in like this weird broken English, and it was like racist. It's like, "My black friends with a gun will come to your house and kill." And I'm just like, "Oh my God." Psycho. So fuck you guys. You guys suck ass.
Yeah. And you never divorced your phone, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I just like.
Are you still getting texts to this day?
No, I blocked all of them. And they figured it out. It's that phone is now in a million pieces.
Yeah.
Somewhere else. And it sucks because Kelsey got me a cool Karopi sticker to put on it.
Yeah. Oh, the
So
Karopi sticker went too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I curse them. That they need the curse so badly too.
Yeah.
It's like, because that was a coordinated like hit.
It sucks.
I mean, I am chilled to the bone thinking about you on the dance floor, looking and seeing the other lights of people.
Yes.
Like, it's cinematic and it's like terror.
Yes, and it was not crowded. It's not like people were like bumping into me.
Right.
It was like truly just a chill.
I know. God. It was also one of those things too where I remember you were like, it was one of those things where like a couple bad things had happened in a row and you were like, you didn't need to be pushed over the edge.
Yeah.
And then they did.
They did.
They like found you. All right, Han.
All right.
May the curse travel the winds.
Eat my shit. Thanks. I've talked for a long time.
Yeah, but you had to, that was like a trauma.
That was a trauma.
So you had to get that one out. And honestly, I'm glad. The longer you talk, the bigger the curse. That's what I believe.
I love that.
Well, shall we, speaking of strong opinions and strong things, move to discussing our our card right now, the Ace of Swords.
Yes, we're doing a deep dive on the Ace of Swords, and this rounds out all of our aces.
Ooh, yeah.
For the minor arcana.
Should we talk a little bit about aces at the top then? It's the thing we say in each of them, which is that aces tend to dominate their readings in a positive light whenever they pop up. And this is no different. The Ace of Swords, I think whenever it comes, is generally, I would say, positive, as all aces are, and can sort of drive your reading.
Yes. And so there's the different realms. So the suit of swords is associated with air signs. It's about the intellect and action, and then, the cups, emotions, feelings, intuition. The wands associated with fire and motivation and passion, and then the pentacles is like earthly possessions and being grounded and practical. So the swords are all about, like I said, your intellect, your higher consciousness, your state of mind.
Yes. And so the ace being the beginning of this, right? Sort of like a spark out of the darkness. I would say this when I was thinking about this card, the word that comes to my mind is assertive.
Mm-hmm.
She's an assertive little card.
Yes.
She stands up straight, just like that sword. She's like,
yes.
And that's why I think she dominates the reading a little bit. She's got kind of like Reese Witherspoon in election energy to me.
Oh, yes.
She's a little like, I'm doing my thing.
Yes. It's
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, it's making up your mind and doing a thing.
Yes. There's almost a simplicity to this card too, I think. Especially, she's an ace too, but like there's an idea of like the sword is sort of cutting through the bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I think that's sort of the underlying theme of her is sort of like, okay, but what is the truth?
Yes. And it kind of like opposite from like a cups perspective.
Ooh.
It's more like logical.
Ooh, I kind of love thinking of the cups as complicated.
Yeah.
They are, right?
Yeah.
Like emotions, layered. But this is, yes, logical.
Yes. Kind of cut and dry.
Ooh, I think she's also a little, I read this thing and I really like this. What do you think of this hand? Only the most honorable and loyal of tarot knights carry swords.
Oh.
And like the men that carry them, this card is about fighting for what you desire and what is right.
Cool.
Like a little bit of like truth, like sort of this like nobility to it in a way. But I do think it's about clarity and things that are like right, honest, true.
Yes.
Something like that.
I definitely agree with that.
The truth will out.
Yes. I love that.
Oh, good. I'm glad. The other thing that keeps coming to my mind when I was thinking about these is every time we pop this card in a little reading, I always think clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Yes.
There's that kind of that like, oh, like shining beacon of like, this is what it's about.
Yes. There's something is it Coach Taylor?
Yes.
Just like that kind of, and maybe I almost get like Ned Stark vibes.
Huge. I wrote Ned Stark. I wrote Ned Stark energy.
Oh my God.
And then I even looked up the quote. This is what's on my computer.
Oh my God. I did not see that.
I know you didn't.
Wow. Yeah. The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
Yeah. If you would take a man's life, you owe it to him to look into his eyes and hear his final words. And if you cannot bear to do that, then perhaps the man does not deserve to die. Wow. But I think that the clarity to that, right? And sort of the ownership of that, that like when this card pulls up, maybe it's time for you to like, look, what is the truth here that you need to look at?
Yes.
And like, kind of maybe trusting your gut.
Right.
Through your mind, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Ned Stark is like Coach Taylor.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, and I guess we're agreed.
I guess we're freaking agreed on it.
I guess we've been reading tarot together for years and years and years.
Who knew?
We've had this exact conversation in like 2019.
Yep, we probably did.
We probably did.
And then the COVID took it out of our brains.
Yeah, because we kept getting COVID.
All that ivermectin I was taking made me forget about the conversation.
All that horse diarrhea I had. really took the blood away from my brain. God. You know what's so funny is how we probably have COVID right now.
Probably.
I have COVID. You and I joking about that in the grocery stores. We're like shopping, just in the aisles being like, I have COVID. And everyone like, what?
It's so crazy to be like 3 years ago, so scared and stressed.
I know.
And now it's just everything's so crazy. It just You gotta laugh.
You know what makes me laugh? Remembering that I used to wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh my God, I think I'm getting COVID. Like I'd wake up and be like, scratchy throat. I'm like, I'm getting it. That time I went to the grocery store and touched something with one glove and not two gloves.
I'm gonna kill everyone I love.
I know I only Zoomed with them, but they're gonna die.
They're gonna get it.
Hannah's gonna die because of me. And that's what she wants. And I told her I can't give it to her.
I gotta get out of here.
No, Hannah. The Ace of Swords can also mean tough conversations.
Wow. That was so beautiful.
A segue that's just like, don't. Just like opening up a garage door. The Ace of Swords can also mean that maybe a tough conversation is meant to be had. And sometimes with yourself.
Oh, shit.
I have COVID. Do you have anything else to talk about it generally?
Well, I have it's also about your personal power.
Ooh, I love that.
Reclaiming that. So I think that's just like your state of, it's getting your head right.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, and making sure your thoughts are lining up with your actions.
Yeah.
Or your actions are lining up with your thoughts, and your thoughts are lining up with, your higher self. All that fucking bullshit.
You know what's crazy is I know you and I are getting real comfortable on this little pod, so we're starting to like just talk about our actual full lives. But like, the kids I coach, shout out Gag at UCB if you guys are ever around and want to see them. But yeah, they're cuties. I really have fallen in love with coaching and coaching them in particular. And not to out them or anything, but they had one of their like rougher shows. We've been having such good shows, and then they had kind of a tough one on Monday night. And I've been preaching to them, I'm obsessed with coaching, like Steve Kerr, like the Phil Jackson's kind of thing about like goldfish mentality. Like if you make a mistake, you have a bad game, you got to forget it, right? Mm-hmm. You can't keep scarring yourself over and over about it, because then you're going to get into a rut.
Yep.
And that like, it's a learning opportunity, but the whole thing of letting it go, right?
Yeah.
And one of the kids had texted me and was like, hey, do you have advice for like how to do that? I know you talked about it. And I was like thinking about it. I was like, let me research and get back to you. Mm-hmm. And then it hit me today, which is, of course, it's all tied together. But I was like, meditation. Mm-hmm. Like that is like, you gotta discipline your mind.
Yeah.
To like teach it how to let go of a thought that like you can't let go of, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's as hard to do as making it think things, right?
Yeah.
Making it not think things. And so I was like, I'm going to talk to them about meditation on Thursday, and how actually when I started meditating, my improv got like so much better. Mm-hmm. And I was doing it particularly before shows. And it makes sense. There's a mental discipline.
Yeah.
But that is kind of also this card.
Yes.
That there's like maybe you got to just meditate and clear the air as much as there is sort of like make a decision.
Yes.
Wow. What an Ace of Swords day I'm having.
I know. Oh, Ari's here.
Our little cat. Oh no, why is she out in the rain? Here, I'm going to feed her.
Okay. Pause.
Yeah, let's pause. Sorry about that, folks. There's like a little feral kitten that is now actually almost a cat that our neighbors texted me that they were letting stay with them, even though they have an older cat that didn't quite love it. And I guess they've been letting her out again. I don't know why she's out.
It's raining.
It's raining. Let her in. I mean, Hannah and I were having a discussion about we'll probably put her in Hannah's room tonight. But if she comes back and sticks around, I'm hoping she just like wanted to go on a little walkabout and they let her back. She has like a door situation where she could go in and out.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. If she comes back, we fed her, so we have a little house out there for her too to like stay in. So we can always like set that up with some new blankets and stuff. But off she goes.
Yeah. Don't be worried, listeners at home. She'll be taken care of one way or another.
Yeah, for sure. These two little witches with lots of cats are gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But shocked and appalled to see her.
I know.
And I love her.
She's so cute.
Baby Ariana. Anyway.
What were we talking about? Fucking Ace of Swords. Well, we were talking about it's personal power.
Personal power.
And I guess this is a good time, unless you had any other thoughts on it generally, to speak about the symbols on the card.
Let's speak about the symbols on the card.
So that's why there's a crown on top of the sword.
Okay.
It's kind of about that inner divinity, higher knowing, personal power, and that like when you get your mind right,
Yeah.
good things will follow.
The crown goes on the head, and that's where the brain is.
Yep. Okay. Heard it here first, folks.
The crown goes on the head, and that's where the brain is. Never forget.
Okay. And then coming off of the crown, we got an olive branch and a palm branch. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you want to speak on those or...
I just thought that they represent like hope and success and victory, obviously. And that there's like, they are kind of balanced even though they're slightly different, which speaks to that air sign kind of ness of it all. But yeah, just that they really do symbolize like, that's where the positive nature of this card comes from. The inherent victory that you will like conquer.
Because like, yeah, the palm leaf, it's like palm plants are like resilient.
Yes.
And strong. And the olive branch is about like this peace and inner balance, which comes with making a decision.
Yeah.
Even though it seems maybe counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But it's like you will find peace when you act, when you make up your mind and make a choice.
Yeah. Also, to reference once again my Catholic upbringing, the palm leaves always remind me of Palm Sunday, and they'd hand them out in church, and then all the kids would make swords out of them. You'd be like hitting your little sister with like a palm sword. If you were me.
Yes. Ace of Swords.
Ace of Swords.
Sorry.
The crown goes on the head, and that's where the brain is. Should we talk about the little hand coming out of a cloud?
Yes. As always, it's about being presented with
sort of a divine option that it comes out of nowhere, a little clarion call from the skies. That they're sort of like, it really is the beginning. And I do think too, the divine presence of this card, there is a little magic to it. You know, sort of an idea. Where does an idea come from?
Right.
Where does it just, you know, when you wake up and you're like, oh, I know.
Yes. Clarity. And then the mountains in the background are representative of the heights that you can reach, the boundaries that you can surpass,
your goals. I would also say too, the sword is like a huge broadsword.
Yeah.
And it's sort of that a big decision. It's not like a small, it is marked in a way. And Ned Stark had a big broadsword as well. A Valyrian sword.
Valyrian steel.
Do you want to talk about those little golden petals?
The yods.
The yods,
which are a letter in the Hebrew alphabet and are featured in other tarot cards. There is lots of Hebrew. Like the tarot is kind of a mishmash of lots of different like religious iconography and symbols. And I think in this one, it's like there are 6 of them. And that representing in numerology, 6 is about like balance, harmony, restored.
Especially because we've got 3 on one side of the sword and 3 on the other side of the sword.
Yeah.
Right underneath each of those little leaves. And the golden color of them, once again, matching the crown, representing victory and divine inspiration.
Sick.
Should we talk about it reversed?
Sure.
Let's say you pull this card reversed.
Well, should we talk about it in a reading first? Or like, I guess that we kind of did.
We did kind of it generally, but we could talk about it in a reading.
Up to you.
You pull this in a reading. What are you thinking, Han?
If I pull this if I pull this bad boy in a reading upright, again, very positive. I'm thinking someone is about to have a great idea, or like they're about to like finally act on something that they've been wanting to do.
I'm thinking that they will, if they don't know now, they're gonna know.
Yeah.
And that like they might already know, and it's about admitting it.
Yes.
Uncovering it.
Yes. Acting on it.
Yes.
Like if it's about like a job, I'm like, this is the time where you need to ask for a raise.
Yeah. I'm like,
quit.
Yeah. Or sometimes if it's like in like love, right? It can be like, well, what is the thing that matters most? What needs to be said here? What are we not telling ourselves?
Yeah.
What are we not allowing ourselves to look at? Or what do we need to see? You know? How about you pull it reverse? A little reversey.
Reverse to me means, so when it's reversed and the sword is like facing down, I think it means maybe having to protect an idea or something when it's in its infancy. Oh. Like something's not ready to.
Oh, like the sword can't be pulled out of the stone yet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's one interpretation.
That is that. I love that interpretation, especially with the beginnings of things.
Yes.
And the idea of the hand holding the sword too.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I've kind of thought of it as there can be an irrationality to it, or like a fogginess. Some of my readings have said too that there can be like, even like it can represent like migraines. It can represent like sort of like a fatigue, maybe even just an ennui, a meaninglessness when there is meaning. You know what I mean? Like sort of that idea of being lost in the sauce a little bit.
Yeah.
But still ultimately needing to find that thing. But also too, I do think you're right about like, it could just be beginning, and like a little seedling, they have to be protected. They can't go outside when they're babies,
Right.
or they're gonna get crazy or too much sun. They get
Right.
leggy.
Yes. Like, because I think like upright, the sword is unsheathed. You're on the offensive, and I think reverse, depending on the context of the reading, you're a little bit on the defensive.
Hold that line.
Hold the line.
Yeah. I also sometimes think about like upright creating, upright or reversey destroying. Like maybe you need to cleave something away.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's something that just needs to get like.
Yeah.
Those would be my interpretations of it. I'm wondering if there's any. Also, too, obviously remembering the air sign of it all.
Yes.
I do love this. In a love reading, it can sometimes mean that a person that has the same values as you.
Oh.
Or that you have like the same communication style.
Oh.
Like if you're like, if it's in a reading where it like is describing like a possible person you might meet.
Yeah.
That you might like, it might be someone you connect on an intellectual level with.
Ah.
I know, right?
That makes a lot of sense.
But it's got pretty big green light energy to me, at least upright for sure. Anything else as far as pulling it in little readings?
I don't think so. I feel like we kind of covered it.
Yeah, I will say that there were some interesting little combos I found that like with an Ace of Swords and an Ace of Cups usually is about new romance. And an Ace of Swords and Five of Pentacles can be a lack of concentration or being distracted from your accomplishment.
Oh, right. Because that Five of Pentacles is kind of the struggly.
Yes.
Yes.
She's struggling. She's a little like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the fives always having kind of change to them.
Yes.
They're sort of like, okay, switch it up. Like, again, telling the kids to meditate.
Right.
You know, like, all right, well, think on it.
Yeah.
You got to find the light through.
Yes.
You're a little discombobulated. Yeah. But you go get there.
You're going to get there.
I'll show you the way.
Yeah. I guess we didn't touch on this, the fact that the Sword of Suits in general has a lot of the scary cards.
Oh, yes. I did want to talk about that. The swords in general, what was it? This is a mentally rigorous card, as are all the swords. The swords are the most painful suit in the tarot. Painful. They are painful. That's where the Ten of Swords is. You got your little
Three of Swords.
Oh, God, in the heart.
Yeah.
The little threes in the three threes in the trap. That's what
Threes in the trap. Bitches ain't shit and they can't tell me nothing.
But yeah, the swords are the most painful suit in the tarot. And so there is a little bit of a like ringing the bell.
Yes. And I think just because it's like those are painful, jarring cards that also have to do with, because like most of our problems and most of our suffering is either our own doing or is like in our mind.
It's mental. Yeah. I find that to be very true, right? It's not about the emotions. It's not about the physicalness. And it's not even about sort of the like creativity between you. It's about what's in your brain.
Dude, the neural pathways. The well-worn
the grooves.
The grooves are so deep on some of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
That it is all in the brain. Yeah. You got to get the brain right. Yeah. And that I do think too, there's something about like, that's where it hurts the most when you like think about it.
Yeah.
That the thought of being rejected is worse than actually being rejected.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Sometimes the thought of pain, like that's why like And that's why like torturers like to wait, like to use anticipation. But yeah, that the thoughts can be worse, you know. The threat of losing something can be worse than the loss.
Yeah.
And the pain that we inflict because of that. Swords be crazy.
Swords are so crazy.
Wow.
Well.
On that note, on that clear note, I guess we could wrap her up.
We wrap it up. We have been your hosts.
I'm Dickie Copeland. I'm at Dickie Pants on Instagram.
And I'm Hannah Garces, and I am at Harnargargar on Instagram.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. And then our Tarot Show page is at Tarot Show 444.
Yeah, come follow us and hang out. You know what?
Is it the Tarot Show?
I think it is the Tarot Show. What is our... The Ace of Swords would be mad right now.
I mean, we're still growing that little guy. That's our Ace of Swords is reversed on our joint Instagram page. It's a little seedling.
We're incubating.
We're incubating her, okay? At the Tarot Show 444.
It is funny because we haven't even announced this podcast yet.
No.
We've just like let it grow wild. We just threw her to the wind.
Yeah.
And now we are going to announce her on the winter solstice on December 21st, which will be great. And then maybe, you know, something will happen with it. Maybe we'll have people come follow the thing. But yeah, until then, it doesn't matter. But yeah, at the Tarot Show 444.
I'm a marketing whiz.
And I'm not going to disagree with you. I actually do think you are. I really do. We were taking photos for the Ace of Swords. We were like taking a little Polaroid to try to like show a baby possum. Coming to get the little scraps we left for Ari. Wow, she's fucking cute.
Oh, that's a cute little possum.
Oh, she's a little baby. I'm glad the rain stopped too.
Me too. Oh, she got some nibbles.
Yeah, get some nibs, babe. Oh my God, the little hands.
We love possums in this house.
I need to make a little account for this little possum. Oh my God, Hunk's going nuts. Hunk's like, let me fight him.
No, don't. He's nice. Okay, well, we're
I guess we were wrapping up. We're naturals, baby.
We're naturals, honey. We just had a whole podcast about mental clarity and focus. Oh, possum.
Oh my God, a possum.
Honestly, the possum is more important.
It's a baby.
She's right on the other side of the window and she doesn't care. She likes us.
Oh, we love her. God, look at her little like gray white coat.
Oh.
Okay, well, we're with you and this possum.
From the womb
to
the tomb.
A possum.